And so if I'm a user of the VersoView app and I'm collecting rewards from various participants on the platform, or I'm collecting rewards in VVT on its own, from a custody standpoint, from the user's perspective, you talked about delegated key management. Is that a non-custodial or custodial app, in the sense of, are the VVT tokens stored on the app, or are you using a third-party backend?
The wallet's infrastructure at launch. So what we're using now in closed beta, which people don't know, that we have an alpha app that's out. You can download it right now on.
Okay, yeah, we should have talked about that too.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We can go back and circle that. But you can download our alpha app on iOS or Google Play Store, but it includes no blockchain features. There's no wallets. There's no. So it's because we were sort of cracking the security over the past year. We're cracking that sort of security nut. How do you manage users' funds?
Yeah.
How do you manage microtransactions? How do you manage all of these sort of issues on a sort of old, highly used Ethereum blockchain that is extraordinarily expensive for most users? Think about it. You earn like 2 cents on your microtransaction for doing a like, and it costs $28 for the text. It's a balance that we're working through, and ultimately that will lead to a chain migration in the near future. But
we can talk about that too.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So, but when with regards to the custodial management of users' funds, we're using third-party integrations so that the clients can maintain for our retail launch. So sort of what we call open beta, which is coming projected Q1 of next year. That phase, users will have their own wallets. That will be more friction for a new user that's not crypto native to understand and integrate with those features on the app. We will create the capability in wallet. So all of the microtransactions that are happening in wallet will be processed through rollups. So we'll process them. I don't want to get quoted whether we're processing them every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes or every hour or what have you, but we're maintaining a ledger of sort of these hashes on a spreadsheet of you've earned X number of points here and points there and points there and points there and whatever, and then the system's going to roll up those transactions and write them to the chain and reconcile everything periodically. Yeah. And so it's kind of a hybrid in the sense that the actual funds that you have custody of. We don't have custody. We don't have key management. We never get to see your keys. We're not storing your keys. But so it's private key, user private key control. But inside the wallet itself, a user can come on board, never create, never get a MetaMask, never get a ledger, never do any of that, and can interact with, earn, and spend within the context of the ecosystem. It's just going to become complicated for them when they want to exit the ecosystem. That's KYC. We do require KYC. That's when KYC is going to force them to have sort of additional understanding of how the ins and outs of wallets work.
Yeah. I mean, if it's non-custodial as well and they can earn it, you can certainly ask them to move their tokens to a place like Bittrex Global, where they can sell, right? Hence a little BG plug.
Exactly. Yes.
So the non-custodial route, that makes a ton of sense to me, and then the KYC aspect of it, it's something that we certainly have a lot of experience with, because every user on our platform has to go through KYC and meet local and international standards for AML, and which stands for anti-money laundering, and then KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. For those of you who aren't familiar with those two terms, are something that are really important in the world of building crypto applications.
Yeah, and that's been a huge issue. It's honestly been a huge point of contention for us because we, as sort of blockchain enthusiasts and believing in cryptography and user rights and independence and privacy, we come from that background. So we want to be a fully DeFi application, but in the context of an enterprise application with multi-jurisdictional issues and laws and regulations, we simply can't do it. We cannot allow users to move money in and out of our application, earn on our application, wash funds through there without collecting user data through KYC, and then managing AML regulations. So we've sort of had to find that middle ground between being, I know it's kind of a joke term in crypto, but CeFi, finding that blended, some elements of our application and our platform are CeFi and some are DeFi. And it's just finding the right areas to decentralize and remove sort of enterprise control over, and then maintaining those areas where we can remain compliant and offer an incredible application experience to the broadest number of users in the broadest number of jurisdictions.